Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening, as the title that I just heard and you did not just said. I'm the Mysterious JG. We're closing in on taking over the capital region, which is the point at which I have to really decide if I'm going to figure out if there's different endings for conquering all of Japan, or if we're good. Just taking over half of Japan and the capital and becoming the shogun, which is the traditional ending. But yeah, we're pretty close to achieving that condition. I think if we defeat the Oda, the Oda are going to put up a fight. There's a couple of the remaining forces who will put up a bit of a fight, but I mean, we can't really lose at this point. The worst thing that can happen is that and by we I mean I, can make mistakes that will set us back instead of forward. But there's really nothing at this point that can happen where our force doesn't take over Japan. So with that, really making it exciting and interesting to stay tuned. I think we got Zerf trying to retreat. I decided at the very end of the last video I'd have a bunch of guys attack out of the old Asakura territories towards Nijo Palace. Sakamoto Castle specifically. But the actual ultimate conquest conditions, I don't even think that's technically one of them, but I mean, that's one of the approaches. We need to take over basically all the castles in the area of Nijo. We don't have to take Saika. I don't think we have to take Shingu. But it's this whole central region here, because these are coastal cities with a bunch of untraversable mountains in the middle. And this sort of central valley around Kyoto is the last thing that we have to hold. I don't remember where Osaka is, and we hold Tokyo, which was not a major city at this time. It wasn't even called Tokyo yet. So, yeah, this is like, this is the end game. So, we got a proposal. Vulture BB wants to tell us that we are fighting, guys. Our friendship with the Ashikaga clan is crucial to our clan's destiny. We should send an emissary to build trust. Oh, that's an interesting approach. Our current connection is neither good nor bad. This could be the perfect opportunity to improve it. So he wants to befriend the Ashikaga clan. They are cowardly. I thought we already had, 100 trust with them, and I stopped. Oh, the trust probably disintegrated when we went to war with the Oda, because I think at that time we technically went to war with them. Yeah, I don't know if we can avoid taking over Nijo and win the game. I don't know if we just get to win by being... They are an alliance with two clans, and they are not considered at war with us. They're not particularly interested, though. Oh, that's strange. We have to be considered at war with the... I would think we have to be considered at war with the Oda, but it doesn't really show up in that way. They have an alliance with the Ashikaga, and they've made the Ishiki vassals. They're hostile. We are at war with them. They are normal. They're not particularly interested. Okay, well, I'm glad Bronco brought this to our attention, because now I'm kind of curious as to what could happen if we keep Nijo around as a puppet state. So maybe Shingen goes and gets a feel for what these guys are about. Emissary officer sent to the Imperial Court will be relieved. Wait, what? Oh, because he's the guy who's going to the Imperial Court. Well, that's going to be finished in 1 month. Let's finish with the Imperial Court.
Raise your spirits and heed the call of war.
So this is it. I'll fall back. Or fall back.
Soldiers, raise your voices.
Yoshitaka Kuki's unit is finished. Kuki von Koopa's unit is finished. Mikata Tribe Torio's unit is finished.
Their castle is fallen.
Nagahama Castle has fallen. Finally. This was being a bit of a pain in the butt. Because it was, you know, behind our line. Goal is complete. We may now return. Let me see what's going on first. Probably you can return. 24 food. Yeah, go ahead and return. Unless I want, you can return because you're almost out of food.
Return to the castle.
You could just come up here to assist with Zerfal's retreat. And we probably do want to take Takabayama Castle because they're allies of the Oda. Akutagawayama? That's a lot of vowel consonant, vowel consonant, vowel consonant, vowel consonant syllables right there. Alright, so Vulture Bobo won. Okay, Vulture Bobo just came out and defeated like 1 unit, and now he's ready to go back home. Because specifically, I think that unit was causing us some annoyance. Now, although that was the Ego Ueno territory they were trying to take, so I could have left them alone, but we did not elect to leave them alone. And at one point, there was a Oda army that was marching around down here and causing trouble, but they've diverted north. And they're still trying to hold Nochisayama Castle. And depending on... Yeah, because Nobunaga himself is part of this fight, but it's about to go against them. Alright, and we've got to put somebody in charge over here now. So that's not... so we gotta find somebody to actually be the boss of this castle, but... it's fine. I think I did... I think we had a couple of guys left over waiting to go. Yeah, I did actually have a few guys who were ready to do that.
I'm deeply grateful.
Let's find some other cities back here that Alright, that may have hurt the loyalty of one guy, but I think it'll be okay. Alright, so again, we gotta wait a month for the Imperial Court thing to finish, and then we'll see about... This is really just a silly diversion, but I'm curious about trying to play nice with the Ashikaga. But my headcanon was that Nobunaga has... he basically, his actions led... and although actually we've got... So some of this doesn't make sense. I've got Hisahide Matsunaga, who I think is sort of directly responsible for the death of the prior shogun in our force. But my headcanon was that Kenshin doesn't support Yoshiaki Ashikaga because he believes that his older brother was the real shogun, because that was the guy who made him the Kanto Kanrai, and like they kind of... There was a scene where they got along and both had the same goal, so he's going to overthrow the Ashikaga because he thinks that... that the current head of the clan is a usurper, but none of that makes sense because now that I think about it, I've got Hisahide in our force. Your loyalty has been well appreciated. By the Emperor's will, I grant you the title of Udaijin. Okawachi Castle is practically a fortress. Why don't we try tunneling in?
I have a strategy.
Turbo tunnel. What's that then? 10 days. Let's give it a
I would
shot.
like to express an idea.
Need the dirty back to me. Somebody by the name of Nobumoto Mizuno. Hey, it's Amy Mizuno's dad. Although I always used to joke around that. So Ami Mizuno, I guess, is Sailor Mercury's civilian name in the Sailor Moon anime. But in the original American dub, I only recently found out they redubbed Sailor Moon. I watched the Deke dub back in the aughts, probably. Yeah, they redubbed it like since then, and like every little thing that Deke did to try to make it a little bit more accessible to American audiences, like presumably, hey, it would be fun if like 8-year-old American girls wanted to watch this cartoon for 8-year-old Japanese girls. But now they undid all of it to make it exciting for like 20-year-old anime purists instead of 8-year-old girls. Which included Amy Anderson, as she was called. I think they used her last name like once in the entire series, the Dick dub. They called her Amy Anderson, but they cut her. She's back to being Ami Mizuno. But I always used to joke that her dad was Arn Anderson, the professional wrestler. She was AA Amy Anderson. But I guess this is maybe this is her dad in the Japanese version. He appears willing to accept position with our clan. He is the most mediocre officer in the history of the world. He's a powerful clan of Mikawa, lord of Kariya Castle. Gaining Nobunaga's favor, he mediated the Kyosu alliance and fought at Onagawa and Mitakagahara, then died for suspicion of betrayal.
I shall serve you.
Welcome aboard. He is happy we would reach out to him, even though I thought we would reach out to him, but I thought he reached out to us. We are still trying to employ somebody from the Mori. Let's incite a revolt in the province. Let's extract a dude.
I'm confident I
Who do we want to extract? Yoshimasa Takano. He led an alliance against Nobunaga's invasion of Iga, but was defeated.
I shall do all that I can.
Why not? And we don't have anywhere near enough. Oh, I should be saving up for large incitement. That could be useful for preventing enemy marches. Alright, so we're going to have Shingen
I shall put it into motion.
get a feel for this new Shogun. Shingen and Shogun, they work so well together. And with the Imperial Court, lower first class is the next. Yeah, we're getting to the point where we're out of stuff to do with the Imperial Court. So we'll have Kenshin work that. Though actually Shingen would... I don't know why Kenshin can't talk to the Shogun. Because he is worse at that than... Shingen is better at... You know what? We'll it'll take a little longer at 13 Trust to pop, but... I mean, we're trying to get access to the highest possible titles. It should be the actual guy who's the leader of our force, talking to the Emperor, or the Emperor's court. I mean, it only seems fair. Meanwhile, how's Gifu Castle doing? This is where we really got to be. We're developing facilities like crazy, crazy some bitches. So when we finish the depot here, I guess we'll build a commons. So you've got to build a commons. A commons. We'll be done with the depot. We'll be done when we finish the commons. We'll be done when we finish the commons. We'll be done. You got to switch this market to a commons. We are done. Then yeah, we're pretty close to having perfected Gifu. As far as what I want in my capital, which is maximum marching capabilities. I guess we gotta upgrade some of these as we get more stuff, but right now we don't have enough commerce. Substitutes should all still be chiefs. Yeah, I'm not even gonna check, because I think what's confusing me is I did this at the end of the last video and then waited a week between play sessions, and now at the beginning of a video doing it when nothing has changed.
I shall crush the enemy in the palm of
Neomasa Akai's unit was defeated. Alright, so these guys are...
Your orders. Soldiers, back to the castle.
I think we can retreat all these guys. Oh, you were out of food. I think I sent the wrong unit marching out to assist.
I'll gladly take the castle.
Fly up and high. The enemy base of Nochiyama Castle is now ours. Sorry, it took me a minute to figure out.
Find them at once.
We've captured an enemy officer. Please decide what to do with them. Oh, that's a lot of guys. That's another guy. That's a different guy. Hey, we got Tsukukiyo Sunny Ono. Cutie Suzuki. I'm just looking at the people with red loyalty because they're likely to join. Sanayuki Hosokawa, who's... Ooh, what the hell is your deal? Your stats are terrible. East Motochika's son. He was propped up by Yoshitaka Miyoshi, the man who killed his father, and became the lord of Shozui Castle in Awa province. He slew Nagaharu Miyoshi with Motochika Sakabe later, but said to have been defeated by Nagaharu's brother. I guess he committed suicide. So he's just not that good at any of his jobs. Alright.
I will do everything in my power for my lord.
I cannot serve you.
So 7 of those people weren't able to be employed, but we absolutely need Yasumusa Sakuma. Yeah, Sakuma Sato here. They said to have some work together would be terrible, whatever. So, he is assertive. If it comes to war, Oda clan will be defeated. I am able to see them. I do not like my Lord Nobunaga. They're not particularly interested. So what's bringing him down is that he doesn't think we care, and he wants to be Lord of Manoa Castle. Where is Manoa Castle? Manoa Castle is a place I don't care about anymore. Although the guy who's in charge there now is the guy who's been the ancestral boss of that place for a while. Yeah, so let's bring Narimori Nagano up to the front lines.
You have my thanks.
I think he'll be annoyed, but the rest of these guys... these are the only guys that didn't join us, eh?
You're more generous.
Well, we'll release them and let them love again. We just got a new samurai leader, 1 new infantry leader, and 14 new chiefs. And we took a lot of officers away from Nobunaga. Clean water. Oh, I had time running there. Didn't realize it. Clean water, etc. So we will give this castle to the guy who just got... and he's got pretty good stats, too. We're going to give him the castle in the front line.
I'm in your debt.
we've only got one new... Infantry leader's not high enough. It's apparently a pretty significant castle. It's got a lot of territories that could be developed. This guy's in charge. He's actually... So almost everybody who's working for him could be running the castle, but they're actually all worse than he is. Or no, he's actually worse than most of them are. And these are not impressive officers right now. But it is a fully developed base. The income will go down from not having anyone ruling it, but there's nothing being developed there. Your stats, actually your intelligence and pull are pretty good, so let's bring you in instead of whoever's the worst guy over here. Who is probably this guy.
I didn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
Oh, we can add a ranch. We can add some cool ranch flavor. Bobo wants to take care of it. I say let him. Although, actually, we got a bunch of chiefs who could do it. It would take them a lot longer, though. Let's let Bobo do it.
I understand.
Our old capital, Kasagayama, still got a lot of troops in it. Hino Castle. Bobo is adding a horse ranch to Hino Castle because he knows that was what Rei Hino would want. Now, I wasn't expecting to make this many Sailor Moon references today, but it is what's happening. Oi! How much food have they got left? 30 days.
Advance, the lot of you.
I kind of want to give them a chance to back off now, but it looks like that army is coming up to cause problems. What is our diplomatic relationship with yeah, let's get an alliance going with the Mori. They have a truce with I don't know who.
What does this concern? We are now allies.
We agree to the alliance, but we know it won't last forever. And let's do the same with the Chosakabe.
I wonder what this is about.
Forming alliance has alarmed other clans. Your diplomatic standing with 2 clans, including the Ishiki clan, has suffered. Oh, the Ishiki clan doesn't like us anymore? You mean the vassals of Nobunaga? They don't get on well with Kenshin. So these guys have a truce with, they have an alliance with the Oda, and a truce. I think the next time we fight the Oda. I don't think that we can make peace with these guys, but I'm curious to see what happens. This also means I need to start, goodwill again with those 2 forces. If I want to have the ability to... Oh, untrusting. They are hostile because they're probably enemies of the Mori or something. But yeah, the Mori are right here on our border with this clan we're about to take over, so...
I shall put it into motion.
We need to be able to make nice with them. We're not going to be on a border with the Yukita for a while until we take over pretty much all of the Oda, and the Chosakabe are theoretically a threat to any cities down here we take. What, Vulture BB? Vulture BB is the one who suggested we make a peace with the Shogun's clan, so let's have him get involved in diplomacy with someone else. Thanks to tunneling, we managed to crumble Okawachi Castle's defenses. That's good. If we can take Okawachi, then these tired armies down here can go home. And Iga Ueno becomes the next target that's probably going to get hit when whenever we decide it's time to march Kenshin and a big old army out of the center. It'll be hitting straight for... It'll be slamming into Iga Ueno and then taking over the rest of this plane here. If you guys want to decide you're not heading for Oi anymore, that would be fine. But it looks like they don't want to decide that.
Their castle is fallen.
Okawachi Castle has fallen. I guess blowing up the walls had something to do with that.
You're to be our prisoner.
We
Hands
captured
up.
Captain Enemy's officer. Please decide what to do with them. Either one of them might join us.
I am yours to command.
Looks like they both did. The Tokai Unity clan target has been completed. This will further improve the conditions of your clan. So we've unified Vic Tokai. The goal is complete. We may now return. I always say no at first just to see what's going on. How much food is left. But I do believe I'm probably going to pull them back. You have plenty of food. You could, well, honestly, what they could do probably is
Your wish is my
get
command.
back to their base and be ready for the next big march. That's probably what they need to do. Because if I attack Iga Ueno with them, I'm just going to pull everybody out of these bases and start another long, slow slugfest. Although we'd probably win it if I start sending in... I'm just trying, yeah, I want to organize my next, like, big push, which is going to be
I await your command.
better done without that kind of thing. Alright. You haven't served for much time, but you can lead a castle, and we need castle leaders right now.
You have my thanks.
We just got so many chiefs that aren't quite ready for castle leading. Okay. He's an amazing officer. I wish he could be in charge of the place, actually. But he's an amazing officer who hasn't really gotten a chance to do anything, so he hasn't gained any glory being back here on the back lines. This is fine.
Thanks.
Alright, well, we got to take Sakamoto with this big army that's coming through here, and then we got to figure out what to do, because I marched them down and then decided we might make peace with, Ano. I mean, they could take this and then continue down here towards here, or they could take it and then divert up towards Takabayama. There's a couple of options, but if we're not going to attack Nijo, maybe I shouldn't be thinking about what to do with them after they take that castle before they take that castle, because it's likely that quite a few Oda troops are going to get thrown into that direction. Anyway, folks, I'm going to call it a video here. When we come back next time, we're going to keep doing what we're doing, which is just kind of gradually tearing down the Oda. Thanks for watching.